Hi, my name is Adrian Hensler. Thought I'd make a quick video showing how I might edit a photo. This is just an example of a local lady slipper that I took on a recent walk. It was later in the evening, it was after 7. I tried to get a picture similar to this a couple days previous, but missed the light. The sun's coming really low through the trees in this example. And for this shot, when I saw this, I had probably under 2 minutes to get the shot. I actually tried to get a shot with a film camera afterwards, but missed the timing. So I was pretty happy to get a shot looking this good out of the camera. But with a couple quick edits, it can look quite a bit better. So first thing, just to crop out some of the stuff. Usually when I'm cropping a photo, I constrain proportions on almost everything. It's just a artistic option, I suppose. But for this one, I tried and I just couldn't get something that looked really good. It was either leaving too much on the bottom or too much on the top. Although maybe we'll try this now again, just to see if I can get anything this way. So just as a quick crop, that's okay. It leaves this stick here, that's not bad. This stick I really like, the intertwining here. Go back under the tone curves. And try to get this a little more. I mean, even just like that, you can see it's a bit more dramatic. And this is what I mean about the dead space on the bottom. This just isn't working for me much. This I like. I even sort of like this as a framing element on the top, but this just doesn't work. So back to geometry, turn off the constraint. And just get rid of this. You know, this is dull down there. Get rid of it. This is all right, the little triangle here with some framing going on here. That's kind of bugging me a bit. Give it a minute. Yeah, and even comparing that already. Sometimes dehaze can do fun things. Obviously, it's easy to go too far. This leaf is too bright, so I'll do a quick radial gradient here. Make it narrower. I want to grab the spin. And just going to darken this up once I get a good selection going on. Turn the feathering up. Invert this one because I'm going to apply it there. A bit more. Let's see. What are we in? Yeah, that's not too bad. Just turn the exposure down there, and the contrast, bump it up a bit. Darken that too much for sure. Yeah, I should be able to get something workable here. back to the whole image, turn it down just a little bit. Contrast up. Add another radial gradient in here. Gonna darken this stick. And crank the contrast on at the same time. All right, and then one more kind of on the whole flower here. How's that look? You know, that's not too bad. This is nice. I've kept some of the detail here. This sort of bugs me, and it has on other attempts as well. I might actually, in the future, I might actually edit that out. And this still quite isn't there on the brightness. It's a little too bright outside of this area. I want to keep this detail, and I want to keep a bit of this, probably crop that out. And now these are just distracting on the top, which is just what I ran into before. It's important to note the rule of thirds, but don't be driven by them. I will say that my early photography benefited greatly just from understanding that the rule of thirds existed. But if you look at some great photos, you'll notice a lot of them just don't care about the rule of thirds at all in a strict sense. I'm just going to crop all that green completely out and lose the side to get rid of that branch and see what that looks like. A little bit more. Yeah, I still want to darken the outside area a tiny bit. I want to have this just a silhouette and this mostly hidden. I could use the heal tool to get rid of it, but I try to remain as true as possible to the original typically. This last one. Turn the contrast up will help as well. That's kind of doing what I want right there. And turn the saturation on the stuff out there down a tiny bit. Yep, this is nice. I'd probably edit that out. I mean, there's more you could do. When to stop is always the key. But compared to the original, you can see that's not too bad for just a few minutes effort. This might be too bright, arguably. I've tried a few different variations, come up with a few different things that I'm reasonably happy with, but I usually end up with something really close to this. In fact, this might be an option for a final edit right here. Probably edit that out. I like these really delicate and faint. Enough detail in the green here. I might change the contrast a bit. I don't mind this in the back in this instance. Might not look great on a print though. Physical print. That's it. Pretty happy with that as a one pass through. Hope it was helpful.